set to receive the kickoff to begin the game. Bobcats coming back after an impressive 45-31 win against Hartford County last week during week 1. Tishomingo, their luck was not in their favor as they dropped their first game 45-17 just below Christian Prep.
I just want to say one more time, viewers, if you can hear us, please give us a comment or a thumbs up or something to let us know that you can hear us and do something for you.
As we get ready, Robinson is set for the Braves to kick it off for the Bobcats as we are back for week 2 Thursday. Coast out of bounds, corralled in by number 18, Sam Atkinson for the Bobcats, and they will take it with a first down.
Well, Ben, the last time these teams met was last year in a 16-3 win over Tish County. Running back Austin Scott did not play in that game. He was injured the week before on the Bobcats. Bobcats apparently number 3, then the Baby Buzzards. First and 10, the Bobcat offense. One receiver the first down, 1-2 is to his left. Hand off to Scott. He's going to start it off. Scott got some room. He's going to go to tackle before being taken down just short. Up the
left and right of Kirk. Another handoff to Scott. Scott's going to get some more room on this one. He's got a lot. Here he goes. Did he get in there? Did not, just short. It's another first and 10 nonetheless.
Bill, I also failed to mention last week against Orange County, Greg had two good recoveries. Also had that block run. First one, Jack Johnson swooped up and took 29 yards to the Spurs first. Touchdown. Also, the kicker John Drake was 4 for 4 on the point after attempt and also ended a 30-yard field goal.
First and 10 again. Kirk's going to take it himself, try to be pushed in. Looks like he may have come up. And he did. And the Bobcats going to open it up with a touchdown. 3 impressive runs by Austin Scott. Gets the Bobcats across midfield, and then the first and goal. And Austin, Kirk, the quarterback, will take it in himself. And it's 6-0 Bobcats over the Braves. 10:44 to go in the first quarter. John Joe, the kicker for the Bobcats, out for the extra point attempt. He was perfect in all his attempts, including a field goal attempt last week against Hardin County. And he is expected to do so the same here tonight. And the first one will be just as good as all the others. It's 7-0. Seconds to go. The Bobcats have opened this one up early 7-0 as the Blurry Bobcats will come out on the field for the first time tonight.
Great first offensive series for the Bobcats, man.
John Jones set it back up for the kickoff.
Also another thing to chip in there. 2 years ago, the Bobcats were here at Tish County playing. Trayvon Campbell set the NCAA record for the longest interception return for a touchdown to the October baseball. All the way
First and 10 now for the Braves. Stuck it, Matt Robinson. First drive for the Braves.
Almost had him down in the end zone.
Just about did. Second and down now. Looks like it's number 8.
Number 8 or
it's number 8.
Maybe number 7.
Quarterback number 8, McAnally, hand off to number 28, Gaylor. He's going to bring up a third down for the Braves. Both offense and defense looking strong so far for the Bobcats tonight here with 9:41 to go in the first quarter. Third down, 5 to go for the Braves. And an early 7-run deficit.
Third down for the Braves.
McAnally takes the snap. He because he's going to keep it himself, trying to get run. He's got some room, breaks a few tackles before being taken down. Should be enough for a first down for the Braves. An impressive run by the junior quarterback.
First down.
For the Braves. First and 10 for Tishomingo right now. 9:11 to go in the first quarter. Bobcats leading this one 7-0. Special shout out to our good friend Jacob Harris, who's watching Blue Mountain College High School, doing big things down there. We're thinking of it. Really wish you all the best. First and 10 for the Braves, 9:11 to go in the first quarter. Ball spotted on the Braves, 27-yard line. Junior quarterback McAnally in the shotgun. Takes the snap, he's going to take it himself again. And on the keeper, he's going to come up just short. That's going to be bring up second down.
Well, I'll tell you,
For the Braves.
This Bobcat defensive pass rush is really getting to the quarterback. They're breaking right through that offensive line like
As you mentioned, Stone, the Bobcat defense missing a few defenders tonight. A couple of injuries from week 1.
And that Bobcat defensive line headed by number 33, Jake Walker, number 54, Will Beaton, and number 27, Brandon Straight.
Second and 7 now to go. McAnally takes the snap. He's going to keep it again. He's going to do a short pass to his running back. He's going to be unsuccessful in the first down attempt. Third down.
Okay, why bring up third down?
Eight minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Third down and 7 for Tishomingo County. Ball spotted on their own 30-yard line. Junior quarterback McAnally in the shotgun. Two receivers to his left, two to his right. Takes the snap, and he's going to look to pass. He goes pretty deep, and it's going to be well over his head. That's going to bring up a fourth down for the Braves. Pass intended to the sophomore wide receiver Gilworth, but it's unsuccessful, and it brings up a fourth down and 7 with 8:09 to go. Losing viewers.
Scott Robinson back in punt.
That's not very many viewers.
Well, once again, we do apologize, folks, if you can't hear us. We're testing out some new official gear headset.
They're going to have to corral it. And they're going to rush that in. Taylor's going to come in number 2. The kind of punt pass goes over the head of the punter and into the hands of number 2. Taylor can come for the Bobcats. It's a board good enough to come with them early as they get their second touchdown of the night. 7:56 to go. 13-0. Tiger score after the touchdown. John Joke back out for the extra point attempt. Extra point attempt, and it is good. And it's now 14-2 or Bobcats lead. Central leading Tishomingo County 14-0 early in the first quarter. Early touchdown drive early in the half. After the punt, the pass was over the head of the Winter Center number 2 for the Bobcats for Jim Brisbach's first touchdown of the year.
If you can't hear us, we have booted out of the Tishomingo County Press.
So,
Any of you college football fans out there, college football is kicking off tonight. Number 1 team in the nation, Clemson, is hosting Georgia Tech.
still working.
Big opening weekend for college football this weekend. Always a good time when the weather starts to cool off and college football comes back on TV right then.
John George back out for the kickoff. Beckett and Joe were back to receive the kickoff.
Braves will start with it on their own 25 on the Bobcats. On their own 25.
Yep, on their own. So an early show out for the Bobcat offense. Stone, I'm going to turn to you. What have you seen so far from this Bobcat offense early with just 7:56 to go in the first quarter?
I mean, obviously, Ben, I've seen an amazing first drive by the offense, and obviously this defense is just swallowing up every chance Tish County is trying to get first downs, get on the board. As you saw, there's great pass rush defense. Tish County's going to put the ball rolling soon.
That's quite possible. 2nd and 10 for the Braves. Come across good field so far tonight.
I tell you, man, this defense is really picking up the slack, really filling the position well that Rob Hill left. Rob had, like I say, 8 tackles last week in that big win over Hardin County, so a huge key punt to this defense.
Second down.
7:33 to go here in the first quarter, 2nd and 10 for Tishomingo County. Bobcats still on top 14-0.
Yeah, I reckon.
Do what?
Well, it says we've started back.
Did we have the right thing plugged in?
I don't know. I guess we'll have to finagle with it and try to figure it out for next week.
Well, this would have to be plugged in.
Oh, yeah. That's the one that plugs in. No.
You sure?
It's this one that goes plugged in. It's got to have this battery in it.
Oh. Do you think the batteries had a problem with it?
I don't know. Folks, we sincerely apologize for all these technical difficulties. We're not really sure what's going on. We're losing service out here.
Someone leave a comment if you can hear us.
Lucas Hively, thank you for tuning in. Buddy, hope all is going well for you. Lucas Hively, a Jackson State Community College baseball player. If you're just joining in, sounds better. Good. Good to know.
Well, to catch you up, it's 9:30 to go in the second quarter. Bobcats leading this one 14-6. Cole Kirk goes to Jacqueline Stackers. So he's taken down with that. Looked like a pass interference to me, but there's no flag on the play, so there's going to be nothing at that. It's 2nd and 10 for the Bobcats after the incomplete pass. Once again, 9:22 to go in the second quarter. Bobcats leading Tishomingo County 14-6. Hopefully all these difficulties are out of the way for the remainder of the evening.
Well, they're saying they can hear us good and clear, so that's a plus.
Maybe the band is quieted down. They're gone. That's probably why they
that's
can hear us
probably
better.
why. I don't know.
2nd and 10, ball spotted. On the Braves 26. They're just going to launch the snap at the field. There goes Spotty. Number 14 waiting on him. He's going to be taken down. He's going to grab his goal. He was just taken on the back of the field. Out of bounds, that's going to be good enough for a first down for the Bobcats with 9:05 to go in the second quarter.
Once again, the score is 14-6. Bobcats lead here in the second quarter.
I just said that.
They're asking us.
Just said that. Just said that. Just said that. Scores, please. Mine. Go here for the Bobcats. Runs 5 to go. Takes the snap. Hand off to Scott. Scott gets hit hard, but and he's going to come in a little more. There's going to be a couple of flags on the play. Call for a touchdown. I don't think he's got in there. We'll wait to see. What the penalty was. And it goes against the Bobcats. Was it a fumble? Yes, it was a fumble, and the Braves recovered, so they will have the ball. It is near their own end zone. Fortunate for the Bobcats. Must have come out of the hands of Austin Scott. We have a limit. Who's that banged up over there? Another injury.
Shut him down!
But now the Braves have the ball back. It's going to be 1st and 10. It's on their own 5. Junior quarterback McAnally takes the snap, hand off to Franks. Maybe take it down quickly. And now they're saying, we need to come in and play the Bobcats to get back. Jake Walker, number 33 for the Bobcats recovered. So back-to-back fumbles. This time the Bobcats will recover. And the Braves are under disbelief. Back fumbles, the Braves recovered the first one, Bobcats recovered the second. So Bobcat offense led by senior quarterback Cole Burke, they will retake the field. And we'll have the first and goal to go, 8:25 to go here in the second quarter. Bobcats leading this one 14-6 and looking to add on here. Burke under center. Gets it. A little pitch to Scott, who's running around trying to get in, and he gets in successfully. Touchdown Bobcats, Austin Scott for the evening. They will extend their lead here against the Braves. John Jerk out for the extra point. I think he's been good both times so far tonight. Bobcats have up their lead against Tishomingo County here with 8:17 to go in the second quarter. So John Joke, once again, 3 for 3 tonight. Stone, what'd you say he was rated?
Good.
Good. I thought he had a rating. Reminder for you folks tuned in, we will be showing you here at Central Bobcat Band once again tonight and every night that they travel with the team. So stay tuned just after the end of the first half for that. 21-6 is your score. McNairy Central leading Tishomingo County. 8:17 to go in the second quarter. Will start at 1st and 10 on their own 20. Still 8:17 to go in the second quarter. Income across a touchdown. Their offense is in check, y'all, not only across the got a hand on it as well. It'll fall off and it's going to bring up the 4th down. Braves Robinson will come out with the punt. Once again, Kyle Galloway at midfield to receive. Touchdown tonight. Not to the offense, senior quarterback, retake the field. 6:32, second quarter. Kirk in the shotgun takes the snap. He's going to look at the pass it. Joshua Stackins making his way open. It's going right to him. He's got it. Misses a couple of tackles, stays in bounds, just out of bounds before the impact. There's a call. Looks like the left foot just skipped over. But it's a first down nonetheless for the Bobcats, and they're in great position to add it before they go into halftime. Joshua Stackins, he's had an impressive night so far for the Bobcats. Position is 1st and 10. The ball's going to be on the Braves 15. With 6:20 to go. Here comes the shotgun. Receiver to his left, one to his right. Quarterback's got Sanders. But it's going to go head. Short of the end zone. Second and 10 now, going 5. It's 11 to go in the second quarter. Quick timeout. Once again, your score, here Central 21, Tishomingo County Braves 6. And while we got a little time, Stone, why don't you give a shout out to our sponsors tonight before halftime?
Well, Ben, we've got the Selma Park and Recreation. Pee Wee football games will begin September the 10th. Games will be played at Don Whitaker Memorial Stadium and Adamsville High School. The 9/11 Memorial Meet Me at the Polls being held September 11th at 8 a.m. on the McNary County Courthouse lawn. Selma Park and Recreation Soccer will begin on September 14th. These games will be played at the Selma Dixie Youth Court. Music at the mural September 7th from 6 to 8 p.m. Parked by the Farmers Market, and there will be concession stands available, but you'll need to bring your own lawn chair and enjoy the music. October 31st, downtown Halloween. More details will be available in the local papers soon. Got a few more after we see if the Bobcats can push this in for a touchdown. Scoreboard looks like it says 61 instead of 21.
Looks like everybody's having technical problems today. That's what they deserve for kicking us out. 6 minutes, 11 seconds to go here in the second quarter. They snap a quick look at Jacques Stackins, who's taken down. And there's a flag on the play. And I think that's going to be a face mask. I think I got it in. If they saw what I saw.
Got a flag on the plate. Brought down by Hayes.
It was a face mask. I thought it was going to be on us, but it was on them. Did you not see him deep?
I think that'd be a hold there. Also, going back to the shout-outs, there'll be an annual craft mart November 8th and 9th at the Selma Community Center. Spot's still available in the gym at this time. Veterans Day Parade and event November 9th at the McNary County Courthouse at 9 a.m. The parade will follow. Anyone wanting to participate in the parade can sign up at the Selma Community Center.
Takes a snap. There's going to be a flag on the play again.
Also, the Selma Christmas Parade will be December 1st at 6 p.m. More details, again, in the local papers coming up soon. Call 731-645 FUN with 2 N's, F-U-N-N, which is 3866. So once again, 731-645-3866 for all your recreational needs. Civil Dancer and her staff wish all the fall sports a great season. Also a word from Ruby and Gerald Worthy. They'd like to give a shout out to my co-commentator here, Glenn Worthy, for his 19th birthday tomorrow.
Is it not for?
I think they may have backed him up for a false start there.
Second down, 16 hurt under a lot of pressure, but he's able to avoid being sacked for now. He's still tremendous amount of pressure. Coach able to squeeze out and push it back to him, and that's Austin Scott's second touchdown of the night.
That's one of the smarter plays I've ever seen there, man. That was very, very good awareness there by Cole to escape the pressure, get it away.
I concur with that. 27-6 is now your score. John Drake back out on the field. He's been perfect so far this year, and he's going to add to it 4 for 4 tonight. 28-6 is now your score. 5:26 to go here in the second quarter. What a heads-up play by both Cole Kurt and Austin Scott. Stone, take it away.
Well, as we approach halftime, Ben, as we mentioned, we will be showing the McNary Central band here at halftime. Also want to let you know about a few band competitions coming up. September 14th at Union City and September 21st at South Gibson. The field commander is Jacob York and the assistant field commander is Mario Puentes.
With 5:26 to go here in the first half. Missouri Central leading Tishomingo County 28-6. An impressive start by the Bobcat offense and defense both alike. A couple of mishaps have not slowed them down whatsoever. But the woes continue for the Braves both offensively and defensively. They came across midfield once tonight. Getting set for kickoff. Wrong notes. Jerks kickoff going in the direction of Beckett, who takes it just short of the end zone. He's got a lot of room. But he's going to be taken down by a host of Bobcats. And that's going to bring up the first down. I didn't finish it. Oh well. 5:18 to go here in the second quarter. First and 10 for the Braves. They're going to take it. Looks like on their own 14, their scoreboard is their own 18. I mean, they don't have their scoreboard is having technical difficulties in the end zone. It is on their own 18. First and 10. 5:18 to go in the second quarter. 28-6. Bobcats leading the Braves. Just now tuning in, remember we are showing the McNary Central Band at halftime. So stay tuned because we are all looking forward to that.
Also, Ben, while we were on that break, senior Rob Hill walked into the game. It's very uplifting to see him on the sideline. Seems to be walking around on that leg pretty good. Like I said before, he goes in for tests tomorrow to scan it. Hopefully he hasn't re-torn his MCL, but if he has, we wish him all the best and pray for a fast and speedy recovery.
Injuries had a big part of the Bobcat season last year. And I think it's reasonable to say that may have ended the season early, and the Bobcats are hoping that injuries are not such a big part of their year this year as it was last year. Certainly not the news about Rob Hill. He's going to keep it for now, but he's not going to keep it long because he's going to be taken down. Lots of yards on the play and Drew Lock and
Looks like Jake Walker.
Jake Walker, there's another one, number 64 for the Bobcats.
And I have noticed here things are getting a little chippy here between the Braves and the Bobcats here. Always love to see a good little competitive spirit out there on the field.
Second and 22 now for the Braves. 4:40 to go in the second quarter. McNary Central leading Tishomingo County 28-6.
Safety.
Yep, it's going to be a safety. Braves. Darius Greyhound, Drew among a few others. Able to keep getting it off the Braves offense. They have just not given them a break all night. That'll extend their lead to 30-6 now. 4:26 to go here in the second quarter.
Boy, I tell you, Ben, hats off to this offense for playing good, but I mean, this game might be just a little bit different if it weren't for this amazing defensive display we've seen here tonight.
Right you are. They have kept the Braves offense behind midfield the entire game except once. And that only because of the interception way back early in the second quarter while we were having our difficulties.
Yeah, Ben, that interception, in my opinion, should have been called back tipped off the hands of Mason Latham. Looked like he got clobbered and dragged down well before the ball ever got to him. I think it should have been a pass interference, but you got to get what you get, I guess.
Even after the question of play, Bobcats offense prevailed, and they put quite a few up on the board. There's still a little time left to add some more. That's what Sanders, Scott, and Atkinson sets a receive kickoff. It's going towards Sanders. Sanders takes it at the 20. It goes out of his hands. He's got some room. Drew Yacht blocks for him there, and he's got a lot of room. He's going to get through. He's going to get across midfield. Here he goes. He's going to be on track. And another touchdown for the Bobcats. 36-6 is now your score here at Central leading. And yes, there is a flag on the play.
Probably a block in the back if I had to guess.
Yes, that probably is. Drew Yacht hanging his head. That's gonna
See what the call is here.
put a damper on the celebration.
Coach Frank's irate right now with whoever just cost the Bobcats a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Yeah, so it's going to move it ball back across midfield, take the 6 points away for Jasper Sanders. But with 4 minutes and 6 seconds to go, no problem.
Like I
As the
said,
Bobcat
Ben,
offense has showed all night.
you know, last week Sanders led the team in kickoff return yards with 56, and that one right there would have been about a 75 or 80 yarder.
Would have Kurt takes the snap, he's going to look to pass, he's going to go to Worthy, it's going to be incomplete. Out of his hands to bring up the second down. 2nd and 10 now for the Bobcats. Ball spotted on their own 39, 3:56 to go. McNair Central leading this one 30-6. So I think it's interesting to bring up last week against Hardin County, very few penalties for either side. Tonight, an absolute handful already, and we're just in the second quarter.
Yeah, Ben, there were only 8 penalties in the entire game last week, 3 against Hardin County and 5 against McNairy, but I believe we've surpassed that number here before halftime. And once again, folks, if you can see down at the bottom of your screen, number 7, Rob Hill, is standing on the sideline. So once again, that is a very uplifting scene to see him doing well, or at least we hope.
Kurt takes a snap. Showing that pass under some pressure, gets rid of it to Jacques Stackens. He makes the catch. Sliding towards out of bounds, makes the catch for a first down from the Bobcats. Moves the ball across the midfield. Cole Kurt and Jacques Stackens, they've been clicking tonight. Moves the ball to the Braves' 28-yard line with 3:45 to go here in the second quarter.
You know, Ben, I think Stackens already has 3 or 4 receptions here tonight. Last week he only had 1, and that was that 30-yarder that he pushed into the end zone to get the Bobcats the lead over Hardin County.
Certainly been impressive tonight and has a chance to do a lot more. Quickly step short, little pass off from Scott. Scott's got a lot of room. I don't think they're going to be able to get it in there. And there's another touchdown for the Bobcats. That's from Scott. The running back for the Bobcats does it again and extends the lead. 36-6 is now your score. So even after the touchdown by Jasper Sanders was reversed, the Bobcats immediately answer back in a minute's time. John Droke in the extra point attempt, and it was good. And I'll tell you, John Droke has been perfect all year so far for the Bobcats, as he has yet to miss anything at all. 3:19 to go, 37-6 is now your score. McNary Central leading Tishomingo County.
Then I noticed we had a viewer, Mr. Michael Stackins, former Memphis Tiger football player, commenting on an amazing catch there by Jock. Mr. Stackins actually came to our school back in May. Did that little career day with us, told us about his life, what all he did. Very encouraging to see Bobcats that are successful outside of high school, especially, ones that go on to play college ball at the big time level like that.
Big crowd tonight on the McNary Central side. A lot of students have come out, the student section, supporting their Bobcats.
Not very many over on Tish County's side. They've kind of dwindled out here.
They have. It's not looking good for him, and we're just in the second quarter. He's got some room, but he is absolutely slaughtered.
Defense
by
heads.
Number 31.
Defense will head back out on the field, Brandon. This defense, we've talked about them all night long, praising them, but I think it starts, with these coaches getting them ready. The defensive coordinator, Lamar Aldridge, Josh Hatchell, the defensive backs, Steve Ray, defensive line, and Jonathan Williams, the defensive assistant coach. Obviously the offensive coach is doing very well, but these defensive coaches have really stepped it up and filled the positions of seniors lost last year.
That's absolutely right. That Bobcat defense has kept the Braves in disbelief. McAnally, the junior quarterback for the Braves. The shotgun takes a snap. It's going to be a pass to Frank's incomplete. Drew Yopp. He's going to take him down anyway. 3:04 to go here in the second quarter. McNary Central leading this one 37-6.
Also, before I forget to mention, it is head coach Brian Franks' birthday today. If you see him, you probably won't see him before the night's over, but if you do see him, wish him a happy birthday or happy belated birthday. Ben, I don't know about you, but when I asked him how old he was, he told me 35. I'm not really sure about that, but I guess you can be the judge of that.
Doesn't look too happy right now, but I guarantee you he's going to have a lot to celebrate after this one's over. Pass from McAnally is complete to Rodriguez. It's going to bring up a first down for the Braves. With 2:54 to go here in the second quarter. 37-6 is still your score. Braves have only crossed midfield once tonight. Looking to try again here and under pressure by Brandarius Strayhorn, but he's going to get rid of it for a second down. Brandarius Strayhorn, he's had a big night tonight for the Bobcats defensively.
Well, Ben, I would give updates on some other schools in the area, but most of them, in fact, I think all of them don't play until tomorrow night. Very unusual that we do have this Thursday night game.
Rare Thursday night game indeed, but it's going just the Bobcats' way. 2nd and 10 for the Braves. McNally takes a snap. Passing again, this time to Duckett, and he's wide open, and he's got a lot of room. Jasper Sanders is going to take him down near the Bobcats 15. Brings up a first down for the Braves, and they are threatening to score here just before the half.
But just in case you're wondering, Hardin County will take on will host Adamsville tomorrow night. Bolivar will host Kirby. Chester County will host Jackson Christian. Milan will host Liberty Tech. Westview will host Gibson County. Lexington and Riverside, I think that's Jackson Sun's either top number one or top two, top three play game of the week. Should be a good contest down there.
First and 10 for the Braves. Another pass. This one goes to Franks. Franks has some room. He's going to get there. There is a flag on the play. Bobcat defenders showing some holes now late here in the second quarter. Yet another flag down. This one on the Braves. You can see the displeasure from a couple of the linemen.
Boy, I'll tell you, number 77 out there, he's not listed on the roster, but boy, is he tall. He's pretty well towering over everybody out there on the line.
After the penalty, ball moved back on the Bobcats 25, first and 20 now for the Braves. They've got just under a minute to put something on the board before the half. And they're going to take a timeout with 55 seconds to go. Once again, your score 37-6. McNary Central leading Tishomingo County.
Well, folks, in Region 7-3A right now, the standings are Covington at number 1. They are 2-0 on the season. South Gibson is at number 2. They are 1-0 on the season. Westview sits at number 3, also being 2-0 on the season. Your Bobcats are at number 4, 1-0 on the season. Should move up after this game. Bolivar Central sits at 5th at 0-1, and Milan, surprisingly, Milan dead last in the region, starting the season out 0-1 with that 28-point.
We'll be seeing that team later on in the year in such an important game last year. .55 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Once again, your score 37-6. McNary Central leading Tishomingo County. First and 20 for the Braves. Ball spotted on the Bobcats 25. Updates. Seattle, who has had just an awful year, leads the playoff hopefuls, good word. Texas Rangers in the top of the fourth, and Pittsburgh is leading Colorado 7-2 in the bottom of the first.
Well, it looks like they're going to line up and run a play here, Ben.
Kirk is keeping it himself, but he's going to be taken down. He certainly doesn't want to get injured.
You know, the Mariners,
Clock's running out.
They started the year off, I believe, 15-2.
And they did. They have surely fell off the roller coaster. As we go into halftime, McNair Central leading Tishomingo County 37-6. Stay tuned as the McNair Central Bobcat Band is set to take the field. We will keep you updated for them. We're going to step out, and we will rejoin you in the second half. Once again, 37-6 is your score. McNair Central up. We will be back after this. I think they can hear us from over here.
I want to unplug it so they can hear the band better, but then again, we may plug it back into the sound system again, so I don't know.
Yeah, do you think we need to unplug it for the
Yes, we can.
Yeah, go ahead and do it. We need to tell Ms. Forsyth, I guess we need to tell Ms. Forsyth about what happened. Where did Claire go? I was going to tell her to go to the concession stand for me.
You don't want to go to the concession stand right now, it's going to be covered up.
That's why I wanted to tell her. Where is Ms. Forsyth? I just saw her.
Probably on the sideline, going to take.
Yeah, I see her.
She blends in with the band, they got all the flag shirts on.
I am. Greg's listening to
And we're back.
We are back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Facebook Live program. Ben Worthy still here, joined alongside us, longtime cameraman Isaiah Robinson.
Shout out to my man Isaiah. He's doing a great job.
Isaiah Monroe, not Robinson.
Isaiah's
Going
really
back to the
keeping
third quarter,
Bobcats-
McNary Central leading Tishomingo County 37-6.
Tishomingo County High School.
Braves still
Braves will receive the ball.
with the ball. And once again, your score 37-6. McNary Central out in front of Tishomingo County. John Troke with the kickoff to begin the second half. It's going towards Dilworth. He's going to take it. He's breaking a few tackles. He's finally got taken down by both the Bobcats just past Braves 20. And that's going to bring up the first down.
Oh. You know, Ben, we talked about before the second half, before the first half was over, that Tishomingo County fans have really started to fit out here. I'll have to say, after halftime's over, some of them may still be settling into their seats, but they are really thinning out over there in the crowd. Another disappointing game by their hometown Braves.
They have not had much to shout about tonight, but we've seen it before. We may see it again, kind of a resurrection here in the second half. Maybe this offense is woken up. We shall see.
Already jumping back up to 30-plus viewers. Special shout out to Coach Stacy Riley for choosing in for us. Can't wait to see what his Bobcats do in the upcoming basketball season, Ben. Hopefully, if you guys like us enough, we may be able to do basketball games as well.
11:38 to go here in the third quarter. McNary Central leading Tishomingo by a score of 37-6. And Stone, I'm going to turn it to you while we have this little break. What was your favorite part? What did you see the most? What stood out to you the most by the Bobcats in the first half?
Well, we've said it all night, man. I mean, it's a stellar defense. You know, they really kept, like you said, kept Tish County from crossing midfield all, but I think twice. I think they may have got across midfield one time right there in the front line. But this defense is very exciting to watch, and I expect even better here in the second half.
Quarterback McNally hand off to the Braves. That's good. He looked up on himself. That's going to bring up the second down for the Braves.
Got a little interpretive dance over here to our left. Tish County's cheerleaders and
Bring up second down for the Braves.
McNary's cheerleaders doing a little jig over here. Good to see them unifying as well.
11 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Second and 15 to go for the Braves. McNally, junior quarterback, back in the shotgun, takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself, trying to find somebody open, and he's not going to find anybody. He's going to be pushed out of bounds by Will Beaton. That's going to be a third down. 10:47 to go here in the third quarter. Your score is still 37-6. Bobcat over the Tish County Braves. A little update that we were talking about in the first half. The Reds have tied the Marlins in the 8th. Cubs are looking to put away the Mets in the top of the 9th. They're leading 4-1. The Rangers have tied the Mariners 3-3, and the Pittsburghs extended their lead 9-2 over the Rockets. McNally back in the shotgun, takes the snap. He's going to keep himself. He's under a lot of pressure. Gets rid of it. It's number 14, Duckett, who avoids the tackle from Sanders, but is eventually taken down. Gained quite a few yards, but not near enough for a first down. And that's going to force the Braves to punt early here in the third quarter with 10:20 to go.
Well, you know, Ben, as you're talking about baseball here. Some very, very tragic, very disturbing news out of Tampa Bay the other day. Minor league pitcher Blake Evans, his brother-in-law, which is his wife's brother, murdered his wife, his young child, and his wife's mother. I mean, very heartbreaking news. I can't believe. It's heartbreaking to hear that.
Oh, Galloway said to receive the punt. He does, and it goes out of his hands, but I think he was able to throw it back in just past the 50-yard line. It's going to bring up the first down for the Bobcats. First place Dodgers getting set to take off against the D-backs at the top of the first. Johnson Padres also getting set for the day.
I think the Cardinals have got the day off after having.
Both your Cardinals and my Yankees have the day off today. The first place Astros dropped 1 to the Rays.
I think the Cardinals are up about 2.5 games.
First place Twins beat the White Sox.
Always good to see the Cardinals beating up on the old Cubs here in the Central Division, Ben.
Cole Kirk takes the snap. All receivers to his left. And he takes it's going to be incomplete. We got the second down for the Bobcats. 9:37 to go here in the third quarter. Your score is 37-6. McNary Central lead.
Bring up the second down for the Bobcats.
Big night for number 36, Jacquez Stikens. He has been all over the place. Doing big things offensively for the Bobcats so far this year. Looking shotgun, 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Scott. Scott's got a lot of room straight up the middle. Before being taken down by the Brady defenders. Also got another big night. We talked about Stone earlier, just how lethal and good Cole Kirk and Austin Scott work together.
Absolutely, man. I mean, they're just
Scoring the first down.
they're an
Bring up
elite
third
combo.
down.
As there are very few of those left in the game today, you know, mostly been it's quarterback and receiver combos. With this duo of Cole Kirk and Austin Scott, this is really big plus for the Bobcat offense. And it also helps when you have receivers like Mason Latham and Jasper Sanders that catch just about anything, and Jacquez Stikens that catch just about anything thrown their way.
Massive pile up near the Braves 45-yard line. Don't know if there's an injury. Don't know if they're discussing the play.
Looks like it's glitching out.
Braves.
It's going to bring up,
Stop them on third.
Guess everybody's
Bring up
having
fourth
a
I
down.
think, a fourth down. The scoreboard,
Fourth and 1.
the refs, they're all out of whack tonight.
I don't much agree with that spot there, Ben. I think Kirk tried to do a little quarterback sneak. I believe he got it. In fact, I think he was about 2 yards up further than that from what we can see up here.
I'm saying sure too. 4th and 1. Kirk and the shot bench. Receiver to his left. Once he got takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff. Scott breaks the 2 tackles. Gets away. He's going to go long way up the down in the second half. Austin Scott. What a big night.
That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the night. He's really pounded it.
With 4th down, Austin Scott goes all the way to the end zone. Increases the Bobcats' lead. It's now 43-6. McNary Central leading. John Joe back out on the field. He has yet to miss any extra points, any field goals yet this season. And I didn't keep him there. He's good again. And the Bobcats just keep rolling right along. 44-6 is now your score.
They shot fireworks here before the game. Not much to celebrate here for Tisch County's side. The Bobcats are just absolutely owning this game right now.
Bobcats looking to go 2-0 into week 3 after a Hardin County victory against Hardin County last week. And they can hold or extend their lead here. They'll get a second victory against Tishomingo County tonight. 7:53 to go here in the third quarter. Once again, victory Central leading Tishomingo County 44-6.
I'd also like to throw in there that Austin Scott is the number 4 rushing yard leader in West Tennessee as of right now. You know, we talked about this Tish County McNary game last year. It was a very low score. Game was 7-3 up until the fourth quarter when the Bobcats got 9 points off of 3 field goals to come out and prevail 16-3 in that win. This is only the third year the Bobcats have ever played Tish County. Unless something goes drastically south here, this will be their third victory in a row.
Second and Gilbert set to receive the kickoff from the break. It's going to be Gilbert. He's going to take it. He's got a little room to run. He's going to go on the outskirts and out of bounds before being pushed out of bounds.
Takes the ball.
It's good return and decent. Cherry Trump is going to take it first and 10.
Raise on with the first down.
Well, Ben, I am seeing a couple of new faces out there on offense and defense. Looks like Coach Franks is giving some younger guys a shot here, obviously not wanting to injure any of his starters and, you know, preparing for the future generation of Bobcat football.
44-16 gives them the perfect opportunity to let some of these younger guys have the playing time. McNally, the junior quarterback for the Braves, and shotgun takes the snap. Pass goes to Franks. Franks receives. Going towards midfield, he's going to be taken down just short of the 50-yard line. First down for the Braves. 7:31 to go here in the third quarter.
I think we're going to have to hit up the old drive-through after this. My tummy's getting to growling here. I'm about starved.
Certainly been a long night full of technical difficulties. But we're here and we got a lot to smile about so far tonight. Absolutely. First and 10 for the Braves. McNally in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. He's across midfield and out of bounds into
McNally keeps it.
the Bobcats. Second down for Tish County.
Well, I just heard Tish County's PA announcer refer to him as McAnally. So, lucky for you, you have been saying it right all along tonight. So, some of these names are a little difficult.
Second down for the Braves.
Good thing about good broadcaster for the Bobcats. Most everybody's name is easy read. Second and 5. Pass to Franks again. Goes right through it. And I believe the Bobcat got a hand on it. He did. It was Jonathan Martin, number 51 for the Bobcats, who was able to keep that one from touching the ground. And the Bobcats will have the ball once again with 6:48 to go in the third quarter. Jonathan Martin hadn't said his name at all this year, and what a great way to get his first mention. 6:48 to go here in the third quarter. Victory Central leading Tishomingo County by a score of 44-6. The Bobcats will have the ball once again. Freshman Jack Johnson's going to come into the game as the quarterback. Give Cole Kirks a rest. He takes the snap. He's going to get a handoff, and that's going to be taken out of bounds, but it's also going to be a flag on the play.
Jake Ash.
Another freshman, so a lot of rookies are going to get some playing time tonight here in the second half. Jack Johnson, we talked about him quite a bit in week 1, had that huge touchdown. After the block punt.
Almost had himself a pick tonight. Ben made a great dive and play, just couldn't come up with it, almost had it.
Holding against Bobcats.
The penalty is against the Bobcats, it's a holding, but just talking about Jack Johnson, all he accomplished. Certainly the future, a lot of seniors on this Bobcats and the starters. And they're going to be dependent on their young guys, and today we get a good look at them.
Absolutely. I think over these past 2 years, the Bobcats have really built a good, solid foundation for football. Had a couple rough years, but they turned it around last year. Looking good so far this year.
Johnson takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself. He's still looking for a receiver. This time he's just going to keep it himself, trying to get across the field. Runs out of bounds quickly. Being hit. First play by Johnson.
Quarterback run out of bounds.
Going to look at second down for the Bobcats. 6:07 to go here in the third quarter. 44-6. Here's your score. Bobcats out in front. New faces here for the Bobcats. Jack Johnson as the place Kirk at quarterback. Jake Ash, freshman wide receiver. In as running back, Roger Calajang, also a freshman. He's in as wide receiver. Johnson takes a snap, handed off to Ash. Ash taken down, no gain on the play, third down. Just under 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Man, I don't know if we got it on video, but a very cool scene here. Pre-game had a man jump out of an airplane and parachute down onto the field, waving an American flag behind him. I believe the theme for tonight's game for Tisch County is American Night, Military Night. I know I'm seeing an Army table set up. There's some Marine recruiters walking around, but very cool to see that guy come falling out of the sky, so to say.
It was indeed 5:44 to go here in the third quarter near Central Lane and Tisch County, 44-6. It's third down, 13 to go for the Bobcats. After the interception, they got the ball back, kept the Braves from any kind of rally, which they needed badly.
I think a bug might have flown up my nose. Sniffling me up,
Johnson, freshman quarterback looking for the hurt. Going shotgun, two receivers to his left, one to his right, takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff. Galloway, he's got a lot of room. He avoids the penalty practice. Fire running before it got second down. Now for the Bobcats. They're threatening to score yet again.
Well, for all you football fans out there, America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, are up 10-9. Oh, actually, now they're losing 10-9. Field goal by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the last preseason game before the season kicks off.
Almost nothing but freshman on the field now for the Bobcats with 4:40 to go here in the third quarter. Kyle Galloway has come in as running back, getting a feel for
A couple of new faces out
Roger
there.
Alexander, number 10, is wide receiver. Jake Ash, of course, number 9, running back. Luke Keeney, the sophomore, is also out there as a receiver.
Looks like Michael Whitten, sophomore, lined up over on the far left side as a receiver.
And off to Galloway once again. Galloway's making a run as far this time.
Get the 20. Running to John Riley over there.
As most of them know, Galloway in week 2 or week 3 of the season last year, game against Chester County, broke his femur bone, running the ball when Mecca was big over Chester. Came back this year, senior year, wanted to get back on the field, and he certainly has had a good positive impact on the game.
Third and 2 for the Bobcats. Snap to Johnson. Johnson's going to give it to Galloway again. Galloway slips through the arms of one defender, puts the ball into the next one bar. It's going to end up fourth down for the Bobcats. And we will see what they do here. Ball spotted on the Braves 17-yard line. It's like John Drake. He's going to pull out for a field goal attempt. had one last week against Hardin County. .256 to go. Somebody sign this man. 47-6 is going to score inside the second field goal of the year. 47-6, 2:49 to go here in the third quarter.
It's about a 40-yarder, Ben. They're lined up about the 32. And then you have to factor in a couple yards for the end zone. So, I mean, just it goes back to like I was saying in the Hardin County game. I said I wouldn't be surprised to see John Porter. Tall, lanky figure, very strong man. I said I wouldn't be surprised to see him pump out 40, maybe even 35 yards. He did credit Cole Miller, taking the Bobcats 2 years ago, as being one of his mentors.
Whatever he did is working. He has certainly been successful this year.
Well, it's always good to take lessons and take tips from a college kicker. Cole Kirk went on to kick at the University of Bethel University, excuse me.
Good point there. 2:49 to go here in the third quarter. Victory Central now leading Tishomingo County by a score of 47-6. It's been a big night for the Bobcats there. It's looking pretty.
And as you can see down there at the bottom of the screen, number 7, Rob Hill, up, moving around, throwing a few passes on the sideline there. Coach has probably just sat him out as a precaution. Didn't want him injured for the rest of the year. Certainly a key player.
If they're going to get anything started, it has to be right now. As their chances of trying to get back into this one are getting dimmer and dimmer. Again on the Braves, 20, 2:39 to go in the third quarter. 47-6 is your score.
Well, Ben, they're saying they can't hear us.
Well, we'll talk to the cam. 2:30 to go. Clock ticking.
Maybe that fixed it. I hope so.
Quarterback McNally in the shotgun takes the snap, and that's going to be a flag on the play. There's to be charged on Tishomingo County. False start on the Braves.
Well, fans, if you're out there, I know some of you were commenting saying you can't hear us. If you can now, I unplugged it, plugged it back in, so if you can now, please just let us know down there in the comments. Certainly won't sound back so that you guys can hear us.
In the third quarter. 1-15. Now to go for the Braves. McNally back in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, 3 to his right. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to run out of bounds. Going to bring up the second down for the Braves.
How did you say no?
Just under 2 minutes to go now in the third quarter. Second down for the Braves. McNally takes the snap. Goes to number 3, Turner, who takes it just short of the 40. Taken out of bounds. 1st and 10 now for Tishomingo. Clock ticking from 1:20. But a large hole to climb out for the Braves nonetheless.
Ben, I'm not sure what the point deficit has to be, but it's got to be getting close to a running clock here. I guess I could ask our referee down here, Brian Dickey.
McNally takes a snap, he keeps it himself, he found a hole and he got right through it. He's going to cross midfield before being taken down just past the Bobcats 45. First and 10 for the Braves. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. We're about to cross into the fourth quarter. Payne Central leading Tishomingo by a score of 47-6. Ball spotted on the Bobcat 44, first and 10.
Football ref Brian Dickey has informed me that the point deficit for a running clock is 35. So we are past that. So the clock will keep ticking until they get back inside the 35 point.
The first and 10, McNally takes snap, he's going to keep it himself again. And he's got a lot of room. He's got some defenders before being taken out. Number 1, Gentry. It's another first down for the Braves, but with the bell, we will cross into the fourth quarter. McNary Central leading this one 47-6 against Tishomingo County as we go into the fourth quarter. First and 10 for the Braves. And with this little break, we're going to turn to Stone Tig to shout out our sponsors.
Special shout out to the Selma Park and Recreation. A couple of upcoming events we'd like to inform you about. Pee-wee football games begin September the 10th. Games will be played at Don Whitaker Memorial and Adamsville High School. A 9/11 Memorial Meet Me at the Pole will be held September 11th at 8 a.m. on the McNary County Courthouse lawn. Selma Park and Recreation Soccer will begin September 14th. These games will be played at the Selmer-Dixie Youth Fields. Music at the Mural will be held September 7th from 6 to 8 p.m. Parked by the Farmers Market, there will be concessions available. Bring your lawn chair and enjoy the music. October 31st will be Downtown Halloween. More details will be available in the local papers soon. The annual Craft Mart will be November 8th and 9th at the Selmer Community Center. Spots are still available in the gym at this time. The Veterans Day Parade and event will be November the 9th at McNary County Courthouse at 9 a.m. The parade will follow. Anyone wanting to participate in the parade can sign up at the Selmer Community Center. Also, the Selmer Christmas Parade will be December 1st at 6 p.m. More details will be in the local papers soon. Call 731-645-3866 for all your recreational needs. Civil Dancer and her staff wish all the fall sports a great season.
Ball spotted on the Bobcat 41, first and 10 for the Braves.
It's only the third time they've been past midfield.
It is, and they're looking to take advantage of it. Now he takes a snap. He's going to do a little quick pitch to Turner. And Turner's going to get in. For a touchdown for Tishomingo. Their first in the second half. Their first in a long time. Second of the day. But they still got a long way to go as the score goes from 47-6 to 47-12.
Well, you can't be too mad there, man. You know, you got a bunch of young guys in at Tish County just trying to get some points on the board, still keeping their starters in the game.
And this is certainly right about that. Goes for the Bobcats. Robinson out for the extra point. Trying to just continue to cut that lead down. This extra point attempt is going to be good, and your score goes to 47-13. 11:46 to go here in the fourth quarter. A very impressive game for the Bobcats so far tonight, and it's been really just about all freshmen since the first half. Now the seniors have come back onto the field for the kickoff. Jasper Sanders, Austin Scott, and Sloan Atkinson set to receive the kickoff. Freshman quarterback Jack Johnson warming up on the sidelines. It's quite possible he'll come back out for his second quarter of play tonight. A lot of big nights for a lot of Bobcats tonight. Jacquez Staggins, Austin Scott, Cole Kirk as usual. Been a big part of every Bobcat game for the last season, and certainly this season. They are not disappointing so far this year. Robinson back on the field for the Braves for the kickoff. Sanders, Scott, Atkinson, Yop, Galloway, Worthy, all in position. So he's up the middle into the arms of Sanders. Sanders takes it near the 10. He's got a lot of room to cover. Well, and a couple of Braves finally jumped on him just past the 35. First and 10 in good position for the Bobcats with 11:30 to go. And there is a flag on the play. We will see what the penalty is. A lot of penalties tonight, Stone.
Looks like a personal foul on number 55. Coaches over there on Tisch County sidelines are grabbing him by the helmet, saying something to him. I was turned around not looking, but he may have did or said something after the play. And if so, it'll be a 15-yard penalty, which will move the Bobcats past midfield.
And Stone, I think you were right. And not that the Bobcats need a lucky break, but they get one nonetheless. First and 10 on the Braves 48. 11:25 to go here in the fourth quarter. Freshman quarterback Jack Johnson in. He's going to do a little pitch to Roderick Alexander, the freshman as well. He's got a lot of room. He's going to run. He's going to be aggressive about it. There he goes. He's just taken down short. He didn't get in. He didn't get in, just short, but a great run from the freshman Roderick Alexander. Jack Johnson and Alexander go back to elementary school where they did what they were doing with the Raymer Eagles.
A lot of county championships with Raymer.
Stone, too early prediction of you, Kirk, and Scott coming up?
I don't know, Ben. It would appear that way. I hate to make early assumptions and jinx their young careers, but both of them obviously shining bright here in the first two games. Looks like a good foreshadowing of what's to come in this Bobcat football program.
First and goal for the Bobcats. Johnson's going to hand it off to Ash, who's going to get in with ease, and another touchdown for the Bobcats. First for the freshman, and the Bobcats extend their lead.
And it puts the lead back up past 35.
53-13 is now your score. McNair Central leading with just over 10 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. John Droke back out for an extra point attempt. He hadn't missed one all year. And Droke is good again, and the score goes to 54-13. McNair Central lead with just over 9 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Another little quick MLB update to pass the time. Cincinnati Reds and Miami Marlins have gone into extras. They are in the top of the 10th. Rangers and Mariners are still tied in the 6th. The Pirates are beating up on Colorado 10-3. The Dodgers and Diamondbacks have just started. The Dodgers have an early 1-0 lead. And the Giants and Padres are scoreless through 2. Just under 9 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Clock has stopped at 8:59. McNair Central leading Tishomingo by a score of 54-13. sophomore and the junior. In position to receive the kickoff with John Drake and the Bobcats.
Well, Ben, I see fans starting to head out on both sides here. Obviously getting later in the night. Bobcats up here, but they would win this one unless something goes completely 180.
Well, it's about useless to hope for a victory for the Braves, but you never know.
Well, we're really close in that game. You know, most people have to get up and to win it.
Into the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 for the Braves at the Bobcat, at their own 20, excuse me. They will start it out with 9 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter with a score of 54 McNary, 13 Tishomingo.
What is it? Oh, that's right. They had that draw.
Mr. Money, Mr. Muda, amigos on the ice.
Oh, me, Ben. Gotta find a way to pass time up here when our hometown favorites are beating up on the opponents.
Bobcats are going to take a timeout. They only have one more remaining. 8:33 to go here in the fourth quarter. Once again, your score in McNary Central blowing out the Tishomingo County Braves tonight, 54-13. It is a 1st and 10 for the Braves.
Looks like senior Ray and Mason Latham, their nights are done. Looks like Jake Walker's done for the night. I believe most of the offense, and I believe just about everybody's done for the night here, starter-wise.
I would think so, with the impressive lead. If the freshmen, mostly freshmen for the Bobcats in the second half. Jack Johnson has already made his name known among Bobcat Nation, and a couple of others as well. McAnally takes the snap, hand off to Franks to bring up the second down for the Braves. Right you are, Sheen T. 8 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. 54-13 is your score. Second down for the Braves. Much y'all done working? I forgot to shout out my grandparents.
No, I shot it.
Quite enough to get first down. It's going to bring up third down for the Braves. 7:30 to go here in the fourth quarter with the clock ticking. 54-13 is your score. McNary Central out in front. They're looking for a landslide victory here tonight. I can't remember all that. Still, while we got a little time, give us a quick little shout out to the business of your choice.
Well, Ben, it was a hard decision. I think I'm going to give a shout out to T&T Construction tonight for all your metal roofing, pole barn, and any other needs. Call 731-610-6524.
Third down and 5. Quarterback keeper taken down by a host of young Bobcats, but it was good enough for a first down. For the Braves. Braves have brought in a new quarterback. It's going to be Counts, the sophomore. Their junior quarterback, McAnally. Will sit out for the rest of the evening. Just over 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. McNary Central blowing out the Tishomingo County Braves. Score 54-13. Sophomore quarterback, 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Takes the snap. He's going to pass it to Dilworth. Goes over his head. That's going to bring up a second down. Ball spotted on the Braves 30. Just under 6 minutes now to go in the game. During the timeout, if you're a New York Yankees fan, the Yankees face off against Oakland in the Bronx tomorrow night. CC Sabathia takes the mound from New York. He's had a rough year, a lot of injuries, but the veteran can be sharp, and we all know it. That's tomorrow at 6:05. Now back to some football. 2nd and 10 for the Braves. 5:48 to go here in the fourth quarter. McNary Central leading this one 54-13. Sophomore quarterback counts in for the Braves. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Takes a snap. He's going to look to pass. Goes short to Franks. Franks has some room. He's going to try to cross midfield. He does. And that's going to be a first down for the Braves. Only about the 45th time the Braves have crossed midfield tonight. The scoreboard will back it up, 54-13. Just a little over 5 minutes to go now. Comes in the shotgun. Once again, 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Takes the snap. Passes. Knocked down. 2nd down for the Braves. Ball will stay on the Bobcat 44. Just over 4 minutes to go now. Bobcats killing them a little time. 2nd and 10 for the Braves.
Along the line of football, the Buccaneers are leading the Cowboys 17-9 in the third quarter right now.
Counts takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Turner, who's going to be taken down quickly. Brings up 3rd down for the Braves. Telling you, Stone, as a Cowboys fan, I'm rather worried about the upcoming season. I said, as a Cowboys fan, I'm kind of worried about the upcoming season.
Yeah, Ben, like we were saying last week, I think Jerry Jones is going to have to dish out some money to Ezekiel Elliott and Amari Cooper at Dak Prescott. We got a big bonus by signing Jalen Smith back. But Ezekiel Elliott, definitely a top 3 running back in the league. Got to give him his money. Definitely don't want him walking.
Already a lot of drama in the season hadn't even begun. Counts takes a snap. Handoff back to Turner. Going to be some jawing among the Bobcats and Braves players. Just some things to make things interesting with 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. 4th down for the Braves now.
Well, if you're stuck watching us and can't turn on the TV, Central Florida leads Florida A&M 55-0. Clemson is up 35-7 over Georgia Tech. Texas A&M leads Texas State 28-0. And coming up later tonight at 9:15, Utah and BYU will face off in the college football world. Huge opening weekend this weekend, Ben. I'm excited to watch Oregon and Auburn. That is the game of the week.
4th and 11. for the Braves.
What
Pass intended for Turner, whose back was still turned to his sophomore quarterback. A little miscommunication. Turnover on downs for the Braves. The young Bobcats, Bob Kittens, as my former co-host Ray Brickman would refer to him, will take the field with 2:20 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Well, I know I'll get a lot of people talking about my favorite college football team, the Florida Gators. And I was very angry most of that game last week. I think they had 4 turnovers. If it wasn't for that great defense from Florida coming up to 10 sacks, I think Miami would have stuck around the field and tried to have a run defense.
Jack Johnson, the freshman quarterback, takes a snap hand off to freshman quarterback Ash, who's going to take it for a little run. He's got room. There he goes in the end zone for yet another touchdown. This is second up the right. And the Bobcats totaled up to 60. Oh, there is a flag on the play. I think he's going to point that out. That's the second time tonight the Bobcat touchdown has been taken away.
Man, that's 2 good plays tonight. You know, that impressive run out there by Jake Ash, also that kick return for a touchdown by Jasper Sanders that had been called back both for holding penalties. Actually, one for a hold, one for a down in the back on the snap. Back to Florida. I know you Mississippi State fans definitely don't appreciate Florida stealing the head coach Dan Mullen away from you guys.
Personally, I'm glad he's gone.
Run it again!
Run it again, says Mr. Kirby Latham. And I have to agree with him.
Well, after the reverse touchdown, Jack Johnson, freshman quarterback, going to it again.
Goes back to the old saying, man, don't fix it if it ain't broken.
1:57 to go in the game. Here's into a commanding lead, 54-13.
I guess you could even refer back to one of your favorite presidents, Abraham Lincoln. One of his famous quotes was, "Don't swap horses midstream." Obviously, that could apply here. The run game is working really well and clicking. Don't change it up. Keep pounding away.
Braves are going to take a timeout here. .157 to go here in the fourth quarter. McNeary Central leading this one 54-13.
Once again, I'd like to remind you all about some upcoming band competitions. September 14th at Union City, September 21st at South Gibson. Field Commander Jacob York and Assistant Field Commander Mario Fuentes. Hope to see you all there. Big shout out to the band for coming and supporting at these away games, being loud, keeping the crowd into it, keeping the cheerleaders going, keeping everybody pepped up.
First and 10 for the Bobcats. Jack Johnson, the quarterback for the Bobcats in the shotgun, 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, takes the snap, goes back to Ash, who's taken down a lot quicker this time, brings up a second down. And before this game ends, I'm going to turn it over to Stone Tig, who's going to give a shout out to our sponsors.
Well, one more time, shout out to the Silver Market Recreation. A couple of upcoming events here to announce. 3 football games will begin September 10th. The games will be played at Don Ridge Memorial Stadium and at Adamsville High School. 9/11 Memorial at the Pole will be held September 11th at 8 a.m. Silver Market Recreation Soccer will begin September 14th. These games will be played at the Southern District. Music as a Mural will be September 7th from 6 to 8. Parked by the Farmers Market. There will be concessions available. Bring your lawn chair and enjoy the music. Also, October 31st will be a Halloween festival in downtown. More details will be available in the local paper soon. The The annual craft mart will be November 8th and 9th at the Selma Community Center. Spots still available at this time. The Veterans Day Parade and event will be November 9th at Football County Courthouse at 9 a.m. The parade will follow. Anyone wanting to participate can sign up at the Selma Community Center. Selma Christmas Parade will be December 1st at 6 p.m. More details in the paper sheet by 731-645-3866.
Let me interrupt you just a minute, folks. Tonight the game has wrapped up. McNair Central Bobcats have defeated the Tishomingo County Braves by a score of 54-13, a blowout win, their second win of the season. And they go into next week 2-0. A lot of big nights for a lot of Bobcats. Everything seemed to go right with just very few mishaps. Stone, I'm going to turn it over to you while we got a little time. What did you see tonight from the Bobcats?
Well, Ben, we've said it all night, this defense. Huge credit for the offense for putting up these points. These defense holding Tish County to